Have you ever felt like your mind isn't keeping up with you? As if, with every new goal, distractions pull you away, like an invisible force field preventing you from reaching what truly matters? What if I told you that the key to breaking this cycle lies in brain reprogramming? This isn't an empty promise. It's a complete transformation of your mind, capable of bringing unwavering focus and limitless productivity. The secret? It lies in simple yet powerful techniques that you can apply right now. Imagine what it would be like to have total control over your mind, achieving your goals clearly and without distractions. The good news is that this isn't just for others. Anyone can train their mind to be unstoppable. And in this video, we'll show you exactly how. The neuroscience of focus teaches us that the brain is a moldable machine. It can be trained to eliminate distractions and reach its maximum potential. Are you ready to find out how? If so, keep watching, because the path to your unstoppable mind starts now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to keep learning more about how to master your mind and achieve your goals. Often, we find ourselves at the mercy of a scattered, restless mind that seems more interested in chasing the latest distraction than staying focused. Amid the storm of thoughts, how do you find balance? The answer lies in reprogramming your brain. But before moving forward, it's important to understand that to achieve total focus, we must first take control of the mind, like a pilot mastering their plane in mid-flight. When you grasp the power of brain reprogramming, you begin to realize that your focus isn't something random. It's a skill that can be cultivated. The neuroscience of focus reveals that the brain is malleable, like clay in a sculptor's hands. By consistently training your mind, you start creating new neural pathways that make focus feel natural, almost instinctive. Just as muscles strengthen over time, your ability to concentrate evolves too. With daily practice of concentration and personal development techniques, your brain begins to work in your favor, and the unstoppable mind you seek becomes not just possible, but inevitable. However, for reprogramming to be effective, consistent mental discipline is necessary. Every day, by adopting habits that eliminate distractions and maintain a success-oriented mindset, you get closer to the goal of unwavering focus. Each small victory, like resisting the temptation to check your phone or getting distracted, brings you closer to your maximum potential. Mind control is an ongoing journey, but once you start, the results can be extraordinary. There are no shortcuts here, just a path of consistency and patience. And so, the first step has been taken. But how do you sustain that focus for longer? Let's explore the secret technique that has transformed millions of lives. Have you ever wondered how some people seem immune to distractions with an almost supernatural ability to stay focused? It seems like magic, but the truth is, there's a powerful, almost secret technique that has been the key to success for millions worldwide. It's not a complex formula or a marketing trick, but a simple and effective brain reprogramming practice. This technique is focused mindfulness, and believe me, it not only improves your concentration, but also boosts your productivity in ways you never thought possible. When you start practicing mindfulness, your mind learns to stop jumping from one thought to another, like a hyperactive child. Instead, it begins to stay present in the moment, fully absorbed in the task at hand. The secret isn't just about focusing, but training the brain to concentrate on the present without being dragged by past memories or future worries. By doing this, you activate the brain areas responsible for concentration and eliminate those that create distraction. Through this simple adjustment, you begin to realize that productivity isn't about doing more things but doing what matters with full attention. By applying focused mindfulness, you reprogram your brain to concentrate on one task at a time, ignoring the distractions that usually fragment your time. Gradually, focus becomes more natural, and your performance reaches unprecedented levels. This technique has been adopted by great leaders, artists, and successful entrepreneurs because it not only creates a productive mind, but also a calm one, capable of handling stress and daily challenges. Over time, you'll notice your mind is no longer a battlefield, but a place of calm and clarity. Now, the question is, how can we apply this technique practically in our daily lives? The next step shows us exactly how. Imagine for a moment waking up every day with a completely focused mind, free from distractions or negative thoughts. What would that change in your life? Brain reprogramming isn't just a shift in how we think. It's a complete transformation in how we see the world around us. When you adopt effective mental training techniques like focused meditation and conscious thought control, you begin to access a more powerful, clearer, and more productive version of your brain. Science shows that the human brain is malleable, capable of forming new neural connections with every experience. This means that by training your mind for unwavering focus, you're not just improving your concentration, but transforming your reality. With consistent practice, the way you perceive opportunities around you changes. Your brain starts working in your favor, filtering distractions and focusing only on what truly matters. This kind of strong, disciplined mindset can yield extraordinary results, not only in productivity, but also in personal relationships, health, and overall well-being. But like any transformation, the process isn't instant. It requires patience, effort, and consistency. However, once you experience the benefits of unwavering focus, the reward is immense. Your life begins to reflect the mental clarity you've cultivated. Challenges stop being insurmountable obstacles and become stepping stones on the path to success. And so, with a reprogrammed brain, you start living the life of your dreams in a conscious, centered, and balanced way. Now, how can we turn this focus into tangible, lasting results? The next step brings the 5 essential steps to achieve this level of total concentration. Focusing on a single task at a time in today's world seems like a lost skill. Yet, it's a superpower within everyone's reach. The key lies in cultivating mental discipline that, while simple, requires constant practice. The first step is to eliminate distractions. This may sound obvious, but in a world where notifications pop up every second, the real change begins when you commit to creating an interruption-free environment. Turn off phone notifications, organize your workspace, and dedicate specific moments exclusively to what you're doing. This is the foundation of your brain reprogramming journey, learning to control the environment around you. The second step is to break large tasks into smaller actions. Often, the reason we can't focus is that a task feels overwhelming and daunting. By dividing a big goal into smaller parts, the brain feels more comfortable tackling each step individually without becoming overloaded. It's like climbing a mountain. Each step is a victory, and each victory brings you closer to the top. This process helps keep the mind focused, reducing stress and increasing productivity. As you celebrate these small wins, your brain begins to associate concentration with the pleasure of accomplishment. The third step is to train your mind with focused meditation. Meditation is a powerful tool for brain reprogramming. By dedicating just a few minutes of your day to meditation, you teach your mind to focus on the present moment without being swayed by random thoughts. This strengthens your focus, making it more resilient to distractions. Start slowly, with 5 minutes of meditation daily, and gradually increase the time as your mind adjusts to the practice. This will transform your concentration ability, providing mind control that reflects in every aspect of your life. These steps, though simple, have the power to transform your brain and consequently your life. But is this enough to maintain focus in the long term? In the next section, we'll find out why the brain often sabotages itself and how to avoid these pitfalls on the path to productivity. Have you ever caught yourself trying to focus on something important, only to find yourself lost in irrelevant thoughts, checking social media, or doing anything but productive work? If so, you're not alone. This happens because often our own brain is the biggest saboteur of our focus. The reason lies in the brain's reward system, which constantly seeks quick and easy stimuli, like phone notifications or the fleeting pleasure of switching tasks. This behavior is instinctive, a way for the brain to avoid the discomfort of a challenging task. However, by giving in to these impulses, you're only feeding distraction. The good news is that mental reprogramming can reverse this process. The brain, like any muscle, can be trained to seek more meaningful long-term rewards, like the sense of accomplishment from completing a task with dedication and focus. The first step to avoiding this mental sabotage is to become aware of your distraction triggers. When are you most likely to give in to temptations? Once you identify these vulnerable moments, you can create strategies to avoid them, like setting specific times to check your phone or eliminating distractions from your workspace. Another key point is to work on mental patience. The brain is constantly seeking instant gratification, but you can train it to focus on the long term. By practicing techniques like the Pomodoro method, where you work in time blocks with regular breaks, you teach your brain that it can focus and still get a reward, but in a more balanced way. Reversing this mental sabotage takes time and practice, but with discipline, your brain begins to understand that focus brings more satisfying and lasting rewards. The result? A mind more resistant to distraction, more focused, and consequently, more productive. But as we know, reprogramming the mind isn't a simple task, and results don't appear overnight. So how can we accelerate this change and turn our brain into an unstoppable focus machine? The answer lies in quick techniques we'll explore in the next section, where we'll discuss ways to boost focus immediately. Sometimes distractions seem unbeatable, and the feeling that focus is out of reach can be overwhelming. But there's good news. There are quick and powerful techniques you can apply right now to enhance your concentration and reprogram your mind for immediate focus. The first is called conscious breathing. When you feel you're about to lose focus, the simple act of stopping and breathing deeply is a powerful trick to bring your mind back to the present. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for another 4. This practice activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing anxiety and allowing the mind to refocus on what truly matters. Another quick and effective technique for boosting focus is creative visualization. Visualizing the success of a task can have a profound impact on performance. For a few minutes, imagine the process of completing your task smoothly and with focus. Feel the satisfaction of each step, the mental clarity, and the joy of achieving the goal. This exercise prepares the brain to focus, creating a kind of mental map that makes the process real. By visualizing success, you're actually conditioning your mind to act with more assertiveness, as if you've already achieved that focus successfully. Finally, a technique that may seem simple but has a tremendous impact is the act of writing. When you feel scattered or your mind is in chaos, quickly writing down what's on your mind can help organize your thoughts and redirect your focus to what really matters. It doesn't need to be elaborate. Just a to-do list or a quick description of where your mind is helps clear what's blocking your focus. By doing this, you create mental space for what's essential. These simple habits, when applied consistently, become the foundation for building a focused and unstoppable mind. With these techniques, you have practical tools you can apply immediately to boost your focus and productivity. But how can we apply these strategies in the context of a busy routine full of commitments and challenges? In the next section, we'll explore how science can help us create unwavering focus, going beyond momentary practice to build a solid foundation for long-term success. The neuroscience of focus is a fascinating field, full of discoveries showing how the brain can be reprogrammed to achieve impressive levels of concentration and productivity. At its core, focus is a trainable skill. When you practice concentration intentionally, you're not just training your mind, but physically altering your brain's structure. Neural connections strengthen, creating a more efficient pathway for sustained attention. Studies show that by focusing on a task continuously, the brain becomes more adaptable and resilient to distractions. The key to achieving unwavering focus lies in understanding how the brain processes information. In a task requiring total concentration, the brain needs to filter out external and internal distractions. This is possible thanks to neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize, create new connections, and eliminate unnecessary circuits. What's fascinating is that by practicing focus techniques, like meditation or mental training, you're literally rewiring your brain to be more efficient, with a greater capacity to sustain attention for longer without getting lost in mental chaos. But how do you apply this knowledge practically? The answer lies in integrating these scientific discoveries into our daily lives. Simple actions like practicing mindfulness or adopting a structured work routine help create a stronger and more lasting focus field. By combining these techniques with a healthy lifestyle, including proper nutrition and adequate sleep, you're fostering the ideal conditions for a focused and unstoppable brain. A well-trained and nourished brain is capable of extraordinary feats, and the most remarkable part, you have the power to drive this transformation. Now that we know how science can shape our focus ability, the question remains, how can we turn this knowledge into a daily habit? How can we truly implement everything we've learned consistently? In the next section, we'll address the path to focus excellence and how you can apply these techniques to achieve extraordinary results in any area of your life. Have you ever stopped to think why some people seem exceptional at everything they do, while others find themselves stuck in procrastination and distractions? The difference often lies in the ability to reprogram the brain for focus, not just in a specific area, but across all aspects of life. When you start training your mind to achieve total focus on a task, that same focus begins to expand, touching every facet of your life. Relationships, career, health, everything benefits. Focus isn't just an isolated skill, but a lifestyle, a continuous process of mental reprogramming that defines the results you achieve. By reprogramming your brain, you learn to adopt a success-oriented mindset, where mental discipline becomes second nature. No matter your goal, whether it's landing your dream job or improving your health, the principle is the same. You start visualizing success, consciously building your path, and applying concentration techniques to get there. Each small step taken with focus is a victory that further strengthens your mindset. And the more you apply this focus, the more your mind adjusts, adapts, and becomes unstoppable. To achieve excellence, it's necessary to recognize that perfection isn't the goal, but continuous improvement is. The process of mental training is a journey of constant growth. Don't expect success to come from a single extraordinary action, but from many small actions done with dedication. This is what great personalities do. They don't give up on daily discipline, eliminating distractions, and constantly refining their focus. What you'll see along the way is that mental success isn't just about achieving your goals, but about the personal transformation you experience while pursuing them. Now, with this understanding, how can we apply this unwavering focus to eliminate distractions in our daily lives? Now that you've discovered how to reprogram your mind to achieve unwavering focus, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. Remember, what you've learned today is more than a technique. It's a new way of living, where every decision and action aligns with your greater goal. And the real question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you let distractions continue to dominate you? Or will you take control and turn your mind into your greatest ally for success? Now, I invite you to reflect. What will be the first step you take to put this knowledge into action? Write in the comments your intention and share with us what you'll change in your routine to start reprogramming your brain. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to keep learning more about how to master your mind and achieve your goals.